Hello everybody, welcome back to my playthrough of White Knight. So I loaded this up and I was back at the car, so I had to replay some in order to reach the proper place. But, so, I did so, and now I am
somewhere
going
safe.
to explore the beach.
That's all that
Your
matters.
house.
As
Sanctuary
the doors
place.
opened, the mansion seemed to react to my presence. There was a smell, like a cornered animal.
Mansion.
The smell of fear. And yet, I entered the place because I had no choice. I was praying to find a phone or some help. I didn't even bother wondering what happened to prayers when they reached the wrong door.
Which I don't understand why it didn't pick me up here when that was the end of chapter. I don't understand, because I watched that last episode. I don't understand why it did not, why it made me play through the end of the last chapter. Why? Anyways, let's check this place out. It took control away from me.
Hello? Hello? I need an ambulance. Can you hear me? I need help. What had happened? This cold, the darkness around me. I was usually not afraid of the dark. But there, on that day, I remembered I had a matchbox somewhere in my jacket. The urge to light a match was growing with every new chill running down my spine.
All right. The door slammed. Okay. So I needed to begin the next chapter. Wait, what was that? What was that those words? Why did they go away? Door. Shovel was covered with fresh soil. I couldn't open it, but it was no use. I'm going to see. Let's see. I missed one. Once inside the house, I tried to use the phone to call for help. The answer was scrambled and unintelligible. Who was it? As a chill went down my spine, the entrance door locked itself behind me. Seemed someone had been busy in the garden lately. The mud was still fresh. A hat. A man was living there. How do you know it's a man just from the hat? A girl could wear that hat. The boots had been used very recently. You don't say, there's muddy footprints leading to them. Whoever lived here had a special taste for alcohol. This mountain landscape couldn't soothe me. Is that a... it's a light switch. It's that symbol again. Two men on a small boat. A memory from an expedition? Encyclopedias. The edge was hardly readable. Okay, there's this door, there's that door, and then there's a door over here. I'll go into the door in the darkness. Without light, no way. Excuse me? What? What is happening? Okay, it stopped. What about this one?
Goddamn door. Too heavy for me to breach it. Especially with my bad leg.
Hold on. Was it that way because I was in the darkness? Is that why it was doing that? I couldn't go through there. So I have to go through that door. Means I've got to use a match. I'm just gonna stand in the darkness and see. Oh, yep, that is what it is. It's because of the darkness. When it's dark, it starts doing that. I need a light switch. Whew. The armchair looks comfy. I could get some rest and save my progress. Okay. Duly noted. More matches. I had more than enough. Okay, I can only hold 12. Vesper. The landlords for sure, but not a very smiling couple. Nothing special about that wardrobe. Crucifix was not comforting at all. Okay. It's the library. William is 7 today. He is with Henry, running after the servants in the garden. Dressed up like monsters from space. Games, always games. The mansion is all upside down, and their yells gave me an awful headache. I'm now cloistered in the office, unable to even pray. Henry's fantasies keep William away from his great destiny. I have to bring him back to me, as this will be my only chance to make a man out of him, to make him embrace the Winter Cross legacy, to show him the way. Henry is a dreamer, and he has no ambition whatsoever. Can't teach him anything. Behind every great man, there is a great woman. Nonsense. Women should be on the front line. This is where the offset brought us. I have no illusion about how little power the world is leaving in the hands of women. But William is young. He is the future. I will act through him. And may night finally fall upon this house. May William stop running after deceiving lights to find the place he deserves in this world. Boy with the religious cross, house full of old traditions. Seeing the woman with the church candle, I was wondering where God was. Box full of old science books. The garden looked like it was sleeping in the darkness. The time came when we stopped counting. We stopped counting how many companies closed in the past 9 years, how many unemployed and families ended up in the streets, forced to live in the slums around our cities. We stopped counting all the commodities wasted because nobody could find them, thrown to the sea or burnt. We stopped counting how many of our business partners fell with us. It was 9 years ago, on October 29th, 1929, born from the sick and speculative belly of America, the crash would throw the world into storm and darkness. We are still here, but we lost faith, and we stopped counting, because these were just figures, because today they make us feel nauseous. Dawn seemed far at that time, and today some think they can see the sunrise. They seem to forget night and darkness are always out there, somewhere. With that light, I couldn't do anything. Fine. I'll light a match. Suffocating in its useless illuminations and frills, The mansion doesn't have the greatness befitting a fortune like the Vespers. It's the work of a degenerate romantic. It's like a stain in this century. I ordered the flower beds on the east side of the garden to be removed. They made moving around complicated, and in summer, their scent was unbearable. I didn't talk about it to Henry, and he was quite upset. For the first time, I think I saw something like rage in his eyes. For a few seconds, he did look like a man. And then he shut himself back in his melancholy and played the piano all afternoon. The jazz again, the stupid music which reeks of debauchery and misery. Excuse me, why would someone have to have rage in his eyes to look like a man? Really? This lady has some issues. A soothing aura was surrounding the lunar goddess statue. Let's see. The small statue of lunar goddess that stood in the parlor felt like a comforting presence. All right. I'll sit here and rest. To save.
Are you there?
Yes. As I awoke, I had recovered some strength. I could run using X. Yay. Alright, to the library I go. Closed. I was locked on the side. Alright. Already read that. I've looked around everywhere here then. Oh, hello. Ghost lady.
Who was it? Or what was it? In my world, women didn't glow like the moon. And they didn't walk through doors either.
I bet I can go through here now. Oh, come on! I saw a surreal woman crossing the doors like plumes of smoke. Her out-of-this-world beauty was extraordinary. Was it my imagination? Was she the girl on the road? I'll explain why there was no body.
Badly wounded than I thought.
I still can't go through it, though. Wait. Can't see most of them. I only see one of them. Why did you turn that off? Wait, hold on. Excuse me. Why did the light go off? That door is open now. Where was it? Oh, hello. That door is also open now. I'll go in here first. Mother's shadow would never go away. I understand it now. Calling them ghosts would still be too noble. It is a filth that strives in the dark like flies on manure. As long as I am alive, they will never go away. It sounds like demons he's talking about. If ghost is too nice a word, it's gotta be demons, right? In this good old Boston, the home of the bean and the god. Cod. Not God. Cod. Whatever cod is. I don't remember. Where the Lowells talk only to the Cabots, and the Cabots talk only to God. A Boston Toast by Boston, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why I could not properly say that. Oh, excuse me. What's happening? What is that? Is that me? Or is that the ghost? Let's see. In these troubled times, one would dream about the glorious past of our city. About the founding fathers who built and strengthened its walls. They would be the Boston Brahmins, the bigwigs, businessmen, lawyers, and soldiers, whose sense of morality helped draw the lines of the city and gave it a soul. And what a soul! Without them, Boston would be one of those many little towns of the East Coast. Thanks to them, in less than a century, it became the major economic, financial, and cultural center we all know. And while we can see those who will build the century to come, the newly graduated from Harvard, symbol of the city's pursuit of excellence, let us keep in mind the spirit of the pioneers, whose clear speech inherited from New England, still songs in T.S. Eliot's poems, and in the voice of Katharine Hepburn. 8 years ago, Malcolm Nichols resigned from office. He was the last of the Brahmins, the last Republican to hold the mayor's office, but it is still there, this noble blood which built roads, schools, churches, courthouses, and hospitals. An economic crisis, no matter how dire it is, will never wash away their dignity. Margaret and Henry Vesper, two strangers pretending to be married. A woman as noble as gold. One of the paintings had the name Margaret Venter, the same as the grave outside. That woman's stare was as noble as a frozen lake and looked just as cold. In the eyes of the old man, you could see wisdom and sadness. Who could hang a picture of a headless woman on the wall? That's a good question, my good sir. A high-heeled shoe. Maybe its owner was still around here? Excuse me? Oh, no. Leaving. And she's still there. Yep. No. I'm kind of too afraid to try to go past her. Guess I'll go this way. I will go this way instead. I'll probably have to go past her eventually. I am so tired. Father ordered several leather club chairs from the Quincy Craftsman. They are perfect. It is one of the few places where I can rest and think. Margaret wouldn't touch them, and I have no idea why. Maybe because they are marked with a sun, which made her blind. I don't know. I'm just happy they are here. Thank you, Father. Okay, she can't touch the chairs. Here's a copy of Debussy's Claire la Lune. This portrait of a woman has been cut with a knife. A harbor, empty boats on the water. These economic ruralists complain that we seek to overthrow the institutions of America. What they really complain of is that we seek to take away their power. Our allegiance to American institutions requires the overthrow of this kind of power. In vain, I seek to hide behind the flag and the Constitution. and their blindness, they forget what the flag and the Constitution stand for. Now, as always, they stand for democracy, not tyranny, for freedom, not subjugation, and against a dictatorship by mob rule, and the overprivileged alike. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Exactly. The flag and the Constitution stand for democracy, freedom, and not mob rule or overprivileged people. It does not stand for mob rule at all, which some people act like it does. Or that they should rule by mob rule. For too many of us, the political equality we once had won was meaningless in the face of economic inequality. A small group had concentrated into their own hands in almost complete control over other people's property, other people's money, other people's labor, other people's lives. For too many of us, life was no longer free, liberty no longer real. Men could no longer follow the pursuit of happiness. Against economic tyranny such as this, the American citizen could appeal only to the organized power of government. The collapse of 1929 showed up the despotism for what it was. The election of 1932 was the people's mandate to end it. Under that mandate, it is being ended. Okay, I'm back around here. What was there inside that needed to be concealed? Well, open it and find out. Sheet music was taken away from that glass case. I watched them from behind, the vapors of my whiskey. Drunk men and women who bark at each other like animals. They grab and bite at each other in preposterous parade that seems to arouse them. I am outraged, and yet I am jealous of their foolishness, their ability to just forget everything in this game. Then there's the lovers, leaning and whispering to each other amidst that chaos, confident that their words would find their way to the mind of their significant other. I dream of being in his place, drinking in her words. What could she say to me? What would I answer? Would I tell her I love her? Maybe I wouldn't say a word, because I would hit her. Maybe I could be her son. I could be the son of all women. The globe was covered with scribbling. Kind of scribbling. I had to find a better source of light. I could look around I was still free to act using A button. The box lid was displaying an historic symbol. The box was closed. There was a small opening for a key. Alright. I'm going to go back to the other room and save. Where was the chair? Oh, yeah, I was in here. And there's also some more matches here. Is that just an endless supply of matches there? The camera is gone. Alright. I'm going to sit here and save my progress. There we go. Anyways, I'm going to leave this off here for the episode. I will continue exploring and trying to see what I can find next episode. I'm not entirely sure what exactly it is I'm supposed to be doing. I have a feeling I'm going to have to go around that ghost lady. I'm not quite entirely looking forward to it. in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe down below if you want to see more. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, keep it real and spread the love. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.